So I'm waiting for everything to get caught up for a hot second here. All right, so I think we are all good. So we are live on all these platforms. Yeah, I'm live on LinkedIn too, so that's good. Um, so I have been looking at how to wrap this function calling up. It's been 3 streams and we're still doing this. I guess I can get it to a good state here where I can then call out other functions. I'm able to call out this one function. I refactored it so that I have a trait now called function registry that I can call. So I'm happy with this avatar of where it is right now. And I just want to build out the actual API calling bits, right? And see how that goes from there. Oh, by the way, happy Friday, folks. So let me see where we are now. I often wonder, does anybody watch my stream? So far, stats say that they watch the videos after, but nobody seems to be watching the stream live. Go watch it. I put my socials down below, so you would see it here or no, here. I always forget. Yeah, this way. So you'd see the stats down below. The socials down below. Go ahead, follow me. I'm going to make more content on AI and while I build Vivari out. So let's have fun. All right. So I got the bot working yesterday, and I also have a sort of like a place where I can chat with it and it can give me back answers and so on and so forth. Now what I want to do is I want to actually make these calls to the API, which is here. So this is essentially a TypeScript Fastify server. I want to be able to make calls to it and get it working. So let's start doing that. So I have some of these hard-coded responses. I want those to go away. So let's see. So I'm going to start implementing this. Impl venue bot functions. I don't need new really. I just need pubfn get locations, and this would essentially give me back this. So what I will also have is some sort of like a base URL. I'll probably keep this. Yeah. I'll have this as a string. I'm going to use the request crate to do this. So you just do a request and then do an await. I think you can also do a JSON if I'm not mistaken. You can do a JSON onto a map or while sending the request, and also when you await it, I think the body can also be read back into JSON. So let's see. Scope book. Oh no, this is not what we want. We want the request examples. Let's see. JSON typed. So this is for sending the post. Then while receiving as well, you could do an await.json and then get this. So we are going to get it as a value here. Let's see how that works. I'm going to do a cargo add request. So this doesn't have any of the Serde stuff on it. So I think we need to enable Serde JSON on this. So I'm going to go ahead and request version equals features equals, and then we'll do can I just do a JSON? Yeah, I think I can just do a JSON. So what does the Surday JSON feature do then? That is interesting. So let's see if optional features. JSON provides serialization zero. Okay. Yeah, I guess this is all we need. I don't think we need to give Surday underscore JSON. I think this should work. Then it's good. So we're gonna turn the get locations call into an actual request object. Let's say this gives back, this is going to be an async function, async fn get locations, and that should give back a result of value. And here we're going to say, okay, let me go ahead and do this. So request client new, request client get format. I know there's a better way to do this, but let's say location self.base URL, and then we're going to send this. Okay, base URL, of course. I keep switching between TypeScript and Rust, and so I sometimes mix up the cases. Not a big deal. Body is rest.json.await, and I'm going to say body is actually a value, and so I do this. This doesn't have a self parameter. Of course, it needs to have a self parameter in there. And I think this is good. I think now we should be able to replace this call with that. So if it is get locations, we do self.await. We'll do this. And we'll do a match on this. If it is OK of locations, we'll basically send locations. Otherwise, we're gonna if error calling locations. I think this is good. So this should be good. Let's see how this works. Now we should be able to make a call to locations and get that list of locations in here. I'm still having the debug mode on. Okay, there is a compile error. Oh, we forgot to give in base URL here. So the base URL is going to be, let's string from localhost 3000/API. That way you can get to /locations in here. So my goal is to have this whole thing actually be set up by a proc macro. But the idea is that, okay, you just have this and you would essentially you'll be able to say OpenAI AI function or something like that, or we just call it a function and then give a name and a description, and then it should be able to figure out all the other things from the macro. But we'll get to proc macros later. Those are going to be that's going to be fun. So, but I just want to make sure I build this out first, one step at a time. So we have these locations. So yeah, this is good. Now let's try building this or running this. Yes. Now I say, what can you let me know the locations Vivari operates in? And this is going to make that call. and it's going to come to us. Okay, Fredericton market. Okay, yeah, it's made that call, so we can see that here the call happened here. We clean this up and ask uh, what can you give me locations in Fredericton? I don't know if it's going to make the call here. It just says location one. Oh, that's. Check again on the locations that Vivari operates in. Yeah, I think now it's made that call here, and it got this. And it says it operates 2 cities in Atlantic Canada, Fredericton and Moncton. So this is good. So we are now able to make a call and then get it back. So I think we're gonna do more of this, and then see how that goes. So this doesn't require any parameters. So there is one endpoint which actually gives you a facility in a given location. So you could do so get me a list of locations /1/facilities. So this, let's do that. So so we'll write that function here. Yeah, so again, we need a way to automate this, but for now, in the interest of time, we're just gonna write this, or not even time. I think baby steps, right? So we need to make sure that we get this, get facility in location, gets a list of facilities. In a specific location, and we'll say this, and we'll have to say what facilities, right? Each facility has a seating capacity and a list of equipments. For example, a projector, TV, whiteboard, and then we're going to say we do need a location ID here, and that would be a number. So ideally speaking, so when we get our call, and if the call is for this, so we'll say else if the call is else if name equals get facility in location, then it's supposed to give us back the parameters here. So we're gonna do this. So if that's going to be the case, we're going to call another function. So we'll have this. And this is going to be the location ID, which is going to be U32. I'll keep it as an I. You can keep it U32. Yeah, no problem. So, and this will be location /ID/ facilities. And this would also take the location ID. So it's got to make that call. So let me try to get that. So if you see, most of this pattern is going to be the same. So we're just going to have that value in here and do this. Again, you can do like really cool tricks where you can have these functions say, oh, you need to get this arg from there, and this arg needs to be a part of that value. This is similar to how Axum does its like macros and things like that, where it kind of like matches exactly the parameters it has, like the path parameters and things like that. We can do something similar in terms of like function calling, but yeah. Get facility in location, and then we can pass in the location ID, which we must get from args. So we can say args of location ID as U32, and we can say let location ID equals, and we can say that we can pass in the location ID. Oh, you can do it as U32. How about U64? Should be fine. We can make this a U64 as well. Oh, you can. So okay, this doesn't return this, so we'll have to do an or. Yeah, that's what I kind of wondered. Should I have this return a result at any point in time? I mean, have a result and then have that match saying that, oh, that's an error. That is something that I did think about. I'll just do an unwrap or 0. Then we get that there. It's okay. I mean, it's not going to return any if it's a 0, so I guess it's fine. Let's try we'll say tracing error, facilities, location, and I will call error calling get for location. So we're gonna exit this, run again. Locations where Vivari operates. I will say, do you know if is present in rhetoric? Two facilities available booking. So it actually made these two calls, and then it has this thing. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. It actually kind of like made those two calls. It kind of like got that response, and then it said, hey, we have two facilities available for booking, and this is cool. That's pretty cool. That's really cool. So what we'll also do here, that's really nice. So I guess, I mean, how repeatable is this is a question on its own, but then we'll cross the bridge when we get to that. But so far I'm like really happy with the way this is turning out. This is really cool. I mean, I have worked with Dialogflow before, so I know how difficult it is to actually kind of like map out all the conversations and things like that. And like conversations like these would actually give like designers a fair bit of grief, because you'd be like, hey, he needs to ask for this and then ask for this and then this, but then humans would come in and like phrase their question in this way, in English and all that. And I think that's where LLMs really shine, right? Because now they understand the intent, they know, they extract the entities out of it, they are able to do this, and they're able to make these calls, and they're able to be smart about this whole thing. And I think this is mind-blowing. It's absolutely mind-blowing. All right, so now that we have this, let's get the token in and see how we can operate with that. Let me find out. Do I still have 0 viewers on the stream? That's so sad. That's so sad. I'm doing... You can have so much fun, you know? All right, so anyway. So I have about 10 more minutes before I need to get there. So okay, this is the booking. So you can actually book by giving a JWT token, and we can do this. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to actually pass in a JWT token to our prompt, and have it kind of store that and say, hey, when I ask you for this token, you need to give me back this token. So let's do this. So for booking, or we'll say, I'm going to say, get me a list of bookings that I have. So let's write that function. We'll say get bookings and get a list of bookings for the user. Understood. We'll do this, right? So, and we'll say the properties is actually token. You need to give me back a token, and that's for type string, right? And we're going to say, we're going to basically send that, and get bookings, and this is going to be a token, and this will be a string, and this is just bookings, and self-paced URL, and yeah, it's not there. And then we also do headers, so a client.get, but then oops, how do I set the header on this? LSP restart. Yeah, I think when you add these libraries, I mean, the state of LSP basically gets pretty bad. Even when you do a LSP restart, it kind of like, the state is kind of like messed up. Hello. Okay, yeah, there you go. Okay, all right, I need to set headers. Header, to say, can I? It's authorization unknown header. Yeah, that's cool. And here it's going to be a format of, it's basically a bearer token. So bearer of token. Send, await. Okay, this is all good. This is pretty much what we want. So now we'll write the get bookings method. We'll handle the get bookings. We'll say else if we need a better way of doing this. If it is get bookings, we need to get the token as string, of string. And this would be a token, and then we'll say self.get bookings of token wait, and this would be, oh, I should rename this. This is actually facilities. And these would be bookings. Bookings, error calling get bookings. Right, so let's see if you're able to get the token. That would be pretty cool. So now in the prompt, we get the venue bot prompt, and in the venue bot prompt, we say the token is token, but we don't actually replace it. So I'm going to do that. So let me find out if I did include stirfmt. Yeah, stirfmt is there. So I'm basically going to hard code the token here and then import it here. So let me go here and we'll say let token equals, and then like paste this token in here, because this actually gives me back these bookings. So this is what I want. So I wanted to get this token in here, and I'll stick this in. Again, as you can see, this can basically come in through any particular like call that you can do. So wherever you're going to make this call, if you can get the token, and then you can get this venue bot kind of like instrumented, you can essentially create it. So you can essentially even do it per endpoint when you get a request in here, and so on and so forth. So stirfmt, so basically pass in the vars, which is going to be the venue or prompt, and then this is the vars. So I think the vars are a hash map, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, are a hash map. So let's build a hash map. Let vars equals hash map colon new, and then we'll say vars dot put we'll say token dot toString. So this is a hash map of string. That's cool. So this would be vars expected semicolon. Okay, and this is going to get me back a result of a string. So let's say let prompt equals unwrap. And so here we are actually getting the prompt. So they're doing a hash map 64. Okay. Oh, you need to pass in the reference to ours. Okay, that's good. So we are good here. I think this is fine. So this should get me back. It's making all those calls again. So let's see. Now let's say this again. Say, oops, compiler. Parse insert token cannot borrow as mutable. Fair point. Mute. All right. So now we'll say, can you let me know cities in which Vivari operates? It also makes this call to this thing. So we have given the bookings and it is calling it with the right object. But then it does give a fastify error. So it says authorization token is invalid. The token signature is invalid. That's interesting. So it decided to make all the calls. Did I fat finger this when I copied it? Seems to be fine. Exactly the same. Don't suppose. Let's see. It is sending it with the right. I mean, it did get a call with the token actually. Just valid? Why? The call actually passes here. So we say better token. Yeah, that's right. This seems fine actually. Let's see. Or do you just have to say better auth? So this is okay. Let me try doing this. Let me also print out the token, or it should be. Yeah, let me print out the token. Say tracing, debug. Can you fetch things? I just says, how can I assist you today? So it does make the call actually. And okay, this is the one which we sent, and then it basically calls it calls the function get bookings with args. Okay, the token received is this. Then chat completion functions get called. It calls get locations as well, and then it gets locations. And it also called get facilities and locations. Okay, let's see. Can you show me things I have made? This is how can I assist you today? For can you fetch me the details? So yeah, these messages aren't did I break something on this? Because when I moved this, in function step, we actually make a call. All right, so when we build this request and then we are actually making a call here, and we say roll function, I don't see those messages here. Did I remove the? Yeah, I'm not actually. Oh, I'm not logging the messages. Let me also do that, just to make sure you'll be receiving the right message, because here it shows that we have completed these requests. Oh, it does say a 401. Okay, yeah, I need more clarity on this. Let's see. Can you fetch my current bookings? Oh yeah, I still get the token invalid message. Since the provided token is invalid, could you please provide a token so that I can assist in the bookings? Okay. Let's see. So the token I provide is so it starts with EYJH, whatever. The alternative is to actually create a new object for the bearer token, but I mean, for every user, then we'll end up creating that. So that way we don't have to leak the token to OpenAI and then ask it to protect it. That's one way to do that. But then the trick then is actually to, yeah, that would work too. We don't have to, I mean, since it's calling the functions here, we can actually encapsulate that. But I'm just wondering, and it is giving this token back. I'm just wondering if it's the right one though. So it seems to be right actually. Anyway, let's copy this and figure out actually. Maybe let's find out if this token is right. So let's go here. The token does seem to be right. This doesn't seem to be a problem with the token actually. So it is receiving the token. It's something that we are doing, I guess. Authorization token signature is invalid. Dude, this call literally works in here. We are literally do the authorization bearer here. Do I not understand how this works? Bearer auth, okay. Let's look at the source. What does it do? Create header authorization. We just set the header value as bearer space token. Extremely reasonable. That's exactly what we want to do. That's exactly what we should be doing. So we set the format, we set the bearer auth to the token. So maybe fast if I need to figure out, let's request dot headers dot authorization. I'm just going to console log this. And this again. Okay, we are able to get this. API / booking. So yeah, this is fine. So now let's see. Can you try getting the bookings again? Let's see if it's able to make the function call. It still says the token is invalid. Okay, let's see. Okay. Puts quotes around it. That is interesting. So no wonder. So it is putting a quotes around it. It shouldn't do that. So we can go here and we can say okay. I'm just trying to figure out where that can be. So we have the we're doing a toString on it. Actually, that's probably why this is happening. So when instead of doing a toString, can I do a dot as stir? Maybe that should fix it. Let's see. Then we do a toString on that. Get me bookings I have at Vivari. So did this work? Let's see. So we should have cleared this out. Or maybe let's inspect. Oh, it does get it now. Oh yeah, that actually worked because we got this. So already booking. Have a booking. Can you show me my booking? This is pretty dumb. I have already booked my facility. I just need to know when done. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm basically trying to figure out where the booking is, but it's not giving me that. It's giving me everything except that. All right, so I'm gonna call it, and I'm gonna take a break. So I should be back shortly, or probably not. I'm gonna pick this up later tomorrow, and I'm actually heading out to Moncton for Tech Talk NB. I'll be leaving shortly with my colleague Kiran, so maybe we'll catch up later today. But yeah, this is